In this video, I am going to show how I went about performing a successful phaco in a grade 3 or a 2 plus nuclear sclerosis with a small pupil without the help of any expansion pupillary device. Now you got to maintain a few principles which I will be demonstrating in this video to successfully complete the phaco and not cause any untoward side effects. So initially I am putting in my incisions. I then stain the capsule, the anti-capsule with trypan blue under an air bubble, and I express both the air bubble and the trypan blue with 2% HPMC. Just coating the cornea as well, and then with my bent 26 gauge needle, I fashion the rhexis as large as possible. It's just under the pupil but not too far away. I don't believe in going too far away under the pupil. It's very difficult to control the rhexis. So that's a pretty good rhexis. Once I know I have got this adequate rhexis, that is step 1 of managing this case without an expansion device. I have then done my hydrodissection, and now step 2 is to check nuclear rotation. And under HPMC, watch how I am rotating that nucleus, breaking all the capsulocortical adhesions and also loosening all the cortex so that the future steps would be much easier. Since this is about a grade 3 nuclear sclerosis or a grade 2 plus, I'm taking the chopper. I'm making use of a dialer as a chopper. I impale the nucleus, and almost like a quick chop, I do this direct vertical chop, and I make sure I see the posterior capsule all the way through. You cannot get lamellar chops in a case of small pupil. It has to be a complete chop, and I would suggest first get one heminuclei and then target the quadrants. So I have rotated it 180 degrees. My parameters are just 50% power, about 400 millimeters vacuum and 40 ml flow rate. And right now I am in the continuous mode. And look, that has propagated completely, and I know I have two halves now. It's much easier. Rotate it 90 degrees. You need to get another two segments, and you're done. And watch my phaco tip. It is always remaining in the center. There is hardly any movement of that phaco tip. I will not move unnecessarily the phaco tip. In fact, I will try not to move at all. I just keep it in that safe zone. All movements are done with my left hand. Again I rotate, and I am keeping my phaco tip with the irrigation on throughout. None of this is edited, mind you. I will never come out of the AC. And that is the final chop. And the reason why you should not keep coming out of the AC and refilling the chamber is you are going to stimulate the pupil. And once your pupil shuts down further than this, it's going to be very difficult. I have now shifted to a pulse mode. I'm at about 40 kilohertz, 40 cycles per second or whatever, in a pulse mode. You can also do this in a continuous mode, but I thought pulse mode would be a bit safer. And the mistake I've done here, watch my left hand. See how I am placed that dialer. I notice it and then remove it and again replace it. So sometimes you can make these basic mistakes. Anybody can. So after I have taken out one heminuclei, I target the other one, and I am staying always in the center, taking care not to engage either the pupillary margin distal or proximal in relation to that phaco tip. And the only way you can achieve that is by not moving the phaco tip around. Of course, for these small pieces near which migrate towards the paracenthesis, you have no choice but to slowly take take it with vacuum, bring it to the center and then phaco it. For the cortex, it's very easily done with a bimanual IA. Again, I'm trying my best not to engage. It's very easy to engage that pupillary margin. Trying my best not to, and so far have managed it. For the other side, obviously I switch hands. Make sure you occlude your aspiration port completely with cortex and then strip it. Then under hydroimplantation, I am injecting this single piece hydrophobic iode, trying to inject it directly into the bag, and I have succeeded. And that's it. I then put in my intracameral antibiotic and conclude my surgery. Thank you so much for watching.